Get ready with me and let's talk about what it was like getting out of prison. I was in prison for 2 years, definitely enough time to disconnect you from the real world for a bit. Getting out, I knew I had nowhere to go. My stepmom and my dad lived in Wyoming. Oh, the only person I was in my town for was my baby daddy, and we were no longer together. I had nothing. My dad told me before I was getting out, I'm gonna fly to Oregon and I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna spend the first 5 days with you and help you get set up. I was like, hey, I have cramps into my butthole right now. Electric chair, butthole rim. When you get released from prison, you can either have someone bring you in an outfit or wear their outfit. I told my dad, you gotta get me an outfit, like something cute. And he said this, I quote, what am I supposed to get you? Hannah Montana pants? Now what the hell is that? Forget it, I'll wear the sweatsuit. So I got released in a gray sweatsuit. It's kind of slay, I still have the sweater. But it's a piece of memorial. One day Braden wore it to school and I was like, this is kind of iconic, question mark? Getting out of prison, I had to go to the work center because I didn't have a place to live. And the work center is kind of like a transition place where you can everybody goes there if they don't have a house. Oh! The first day I got out, I remember going out to smoke a cigarette with all the girls in the work center. I hadn't smoked a cigarette in 2 years. Oh my God, what am I doing? I don't know. Think we got a cigarette in a goddamn lighter. And as soon as I went out there, I started bawling my eyes out. I was so embarrassed. Dude, and Erica was like, it's okay. Because I was overwhelmed. My dad didn't even have a lot of money. He was doing his fucking best. I needed new shoes, new clothes. I'm like a size XL now and I try to wear a size XS. Oh, that was a very humbling moment. I was all, you don't know what size you are when you're in prison because they give you men's jeans. I don't know. I'm a size fucking 38. So my childhood friend Carly reaches out to me online and she was just like, Lacey, you're out. Oh my gosh, how are you? Yeah, I'm at the work center. I don't know where to go. And she's like, I live in an Oxford house. You should come apply here. I drove straight there. So they set up an interview with all the members of the house and I'm sitting there. Hey. Thank God one of the girls in the house, Sylvia, I love you. Her love language is feeding people because I walked right up to her and took a piece of watermelon out of her bowl. I don't even know who she is. I'm like, hey. I got voted in immediately, which was thank God. But then I had to leave Erica at the work center. It is actually so scary coming out of prison. You're literally an infant. You're 4 years old again, but with shit credit. You're all, ugh. Oh, also, I hadn't done in a long time, and I hooked up with my baby D. My baby daddy. It was familiar, okay? Look what I got yesterday. Look at the packaging. So when I saw Russell, my baby daddy, I jumped on him and gave him a hug. He started crying and then he looked at me and said, wait, why aren't you crying? And I went, I already did that. I already cried the whole 2 years I was in prison and you didn't reach out to me. Oh, don't fuck with me. Back to the story. So I got voted into the Oxford house and two of the girls, they were so good to me. They took me to Home Goods and picked me out pillows and sheets and you guys, I literally didn't have a thing. My friend Jessica showed up and opens her trunk and she has all this makeup and hygiene. And many people came together to help me. So it was definitely hard with my baby daddy. We saw each other, we hooked up, whatever. So much trauma there. And we would hang out sometimes with Braden and Micah. Yeah, it was oh, we're a family again, but we're not. You know what was weird about getting out of prison was obviously just being out, dude. Oh my God. The first bathroom I used in a rest stop on the way home from the prison, I went to push the button on the wall because that's how the prison toilets were. To go like this and push. Honestly, just human touch was so weird because we couldn't touch, you know? Well, I did once. I had to retake my license test and learn how to drive. I'm kidding, I knew how to drive. I didn't even really drive in my addiction. I didn't have a car. So damn, brother, your girl was off the road for a minute. I'm working at Dairy Queen flipping blizzards and my paychecks are $600 every 2 weeks. They never finish. My friend gets a new car and she's like, wait, Lacey, I'll let you buy my car for $500. I'm all, had to call my aunt. My aunt paid for that because you think I had just $500 laying around? I was like, okay, help me. I lived in an Oxford house for 2 years with those girls. Mind you, it was also the most ghetto Oxford house in this town. Ooh. And it was a huge house, a 6-bedroom house. There wasn't a main person. We all held each other accountable. We took UAs on Sundays. Well, we drew from a cup. I always feel connected to those girls because I lived in that house when my dad died. The way those women were there for me. And I'm kind of coming off my period, so I'll cry right now. We all went through a lot of shit together. Got into a fuck-ass relationship. He still lived with his mom and dad, which I had no room to judge, but he also had a blower in his car. Fuck. It just wasn't a good relationship. And then when my dad died, he expected me to be better. He literally, I remember him taking me somewhere and it was directly after my dad died and he looked over at me and said, wait, this should make you happy. Why aren't you happy? I was like, I still can't believe I went to prison. Dead ass. Little me. Yesterday I went to my local fair and literally 17 people asked to take photos with me. Girls were telling me how I've helped them. I love you guys. Drying out. Great. Love you.